Great positioning by Takumi Fujiwara there. Closes the door and pushes through the door. I don't think they expect this. Definitely did not. Gets a second. Red Star falls. And instead of keeping that space in door, they're actually rotating all the way around to main. I like that because the other team is going to expect somebody to be there, so they're going to take their time clearing that space.
Yeah.
Pulling them in.
Very smart move.
Last player standing. Flawless.
Oh my goodness, just an absolute firing squad there, using the Astra Gravity Well to kind of secure the pull and allowing the team to just spray them down.
Yeah.
Great use of the Astra.
The gravity well pulls like 2 members of the enemy team.
Yeah, they pulled them right into open space and they were able to spray them down. It was a great positioning. I really like when Astros are able to use their utility that way to kind of impact their team, to create impact for their team a little bit more.
As we can see, we're seeing a 4-1 split, leaning towards A.
We are indeed. A 4-1 split. I believe it's the Astra lurking over towards that B site. So, I mean, they can smoke from anywhere. So it makes sense to have the Astra lurk. But we are seeing this heavy presence noted towards A. The defenders.
Now they are rotating.
Defenders still holding strong with 3 over towards them, towards A. And the stars go down. Does the smoke go up as of yet? No, they're holding off. The Lear does come out. Current, though, trying to get a pick in towards this tree area. Trailblazer doesn't stun.
I think they're gonna do B split. B split.
This is a really interesting split here, but Red Star with the perfect timing to catch Calm Tam, but Takumi Fujiwara gets that trade.
I have this back.
They are noted that someone's on site, but Takumi again with a great pick.
Ooh.
1-for-1 on both sides as they are left at a 3v3 retake. Lap's positioning is so risky as Luna walks into the smoke and gets that kill.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, Takumi gets taken out by Luna. Great crosshair placement there. Gets one. But Cool Beans has the lane peek and gets the final kill on the round. Again, this is one of the rounds where it's so important for both the attackers and the defenders. It kind of sets them up for the economy going forward. And Takumi gets those 2 great opening picks as they take the site.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Luna is able to get the crosshair placement as Takumi pops the ultimate.
Yeah.
And immediately gets no impact with that ultimate. We might see a little bit of a play for information or a pick here because they do. Sen Jr. does have that neural theft, so they want to get that activated and kind of locate where the enemy team is. If they can get a pick, they have the advantage going forward. So it might be something they try, but we do see enemy pop the jet knives. So this could be around here. And they're fast hitting the base site.
Spike down.
Takumi gets 2 immediately.
What a great clear.
Great clear by Takumi as they take the site, get the Devour off, so they're able to be full health right there. And what's their noise? There's Jen. Current gets 1.
Player standing.
4, but oh my goodness,
a 4K from Takumi Fujiwara.
Gets a 4K. Great round from them, and just like that, they almost have their ultimate already again. Again, I really like Reina picks because you can tell that a player is really confident in their abilities because they take the duelist that you have to aim and make these really weird plays to be able to be impactful.
Yeah.
And I like how they use it. usually, because usually Reina keeps lurking, but this time
Take
they
flight.
have their Reina.
Yeah, actually take.
Oh,
And
that's
That's the
as we
drone.
talked about.
That's
yeah.
the drone that I talked about. You
Right here.
use the drone on top of the wall, and then you get a little bit higher so you can see into that B main. That's exactly what I mentioned, and that was really awesome to see from the side of the defenders. And Takumi though breaks the turret
I know
and nonchalant
exactly where
catches
you
Pack,
are.
and they have this site once again. The neural theft does come out this round. Does know the operator or the marshal player up in heaven. Gets a little bit of chip damage, but not securing a kill. Again, these retakes are so tough when you're on a lighter buy, but nothing is out of the realm of possibility. I mean,
You can see Astra's value of gravity well.
yeah, the gravity well once again. But
Last
Cool Beans
player
gets
standing.
one, Flap gets the trade, and Fid is left to their own desires. Notes that there's somebody in this tree garden area, and I believe the death's gonna fall. 4. That is not ideal.
That is not ideal for sure.
the only
They
one.
lost their gun.
Yeah, the only one there that is like a good death from the bomb is
Silva's.
Fid on the
Yeah,
Silva,
Fid's.
because you die, you don't save, you get the full economy,
Yeah.
you get all the money, that's fine. But on the side of Sen Jr. to lose 3 of her rifles that way, that is not ideal. Now you have to reinvest in 3 more guns,
Yeah.
and your economy is not in a good spot. Not in a good spot. But
I've got your
Sen Jr.
trail.
is really putting their presence towards this A site. The Seekers do get popped.
Cover going out.
Information is gained there from enemy. Red Star sprayed through the cage though. Trailblazer gets a little bit of information towards,
Spike planted.
towards tree. Wall is about to get broken here. Oh, Fade with the Odin. There it
One
is.
enemy remaining.
And look at this retake. They just waterfalled out onto site. Flap is left to his own desires.
Concealment.
What comes up? There's one.
Oh,
I really like
the
that
gun
play.
pullout delayed.
Yeah, I really like that play though.
Yeah,
Using the smoke
yeah.
to kind of
My
isolate
ult is ready.
themselves,
You
Yeah.
failed.
to then have the attack or the defenders push into the smoke.
Yeah,
Really smart play there. Unfortunately, just didn't work out because of the gun pullout.
yeah.
But like, you get one and still have to be at least okay with how that round went. Mind you, your economy is not great still. But we are seeing them with a really early time out here as they're only down by 1 round. What do you guys think they're discussing going into this timeout? Like, are they talking about strats on how they should site hit? Are they talking about what utility they should be using? Are they talking about, hey, we need to trade better?
They are talking about taking sites, like fully rushing into spawn for sure. I mean, they have been staying inside and it has not worked for them. Like staying inside and trying to defend the spike, it has not worked for them. I think one should be pushing tree or heaven. Yeah, because Reina actually has the advantage here. He has aim.
Yeah. Yeah, the
He is
aim
able
for
to-
Reina has been,
Yeah.
he's been absolutely,
If he is able to push heaven, they could actually win a
Or
round.
they can do a late lurk mid to catch the rotate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Someone
Yeah.
On my
clear
way.
tree.
Because no one really
Here.
plays tree for the defender side.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
they've
Yeah.
been giving it up really easily. You've
Yeah.
seen them pushing back through tree to go up towards that heaven area. They don't
Yeah.
keep that
Yeah.
tree space.
Right.
So they might be talking about on how they should be abusing that going forward. But they're going with a fast
You are
D
divided.
here. The knives get popped, Trailblazers out. Hugging Divide is up. They're on site with the Odin, but the Odin takes out the knives. And Luna catches 2 with the
Spike
guiding
down,
light
B.
and gets the trades. Nonchalant Hero gets 1 as Red Star. They don't know that Red Star is there, but Nonchalant Hero gets the spike and gets out.
Here.
That is
One
his
enemy
timing, though.
remaining.
Does get caught
Spike
out.
down
Pack
B.
now has the bomb, but look at the positioning of Flap. Do they even expect Flap to be in their spawn?
I don't think so, Jacob.
The spam comes through. Flap gets one. Notes at least one more. And unfortunately falls on stairs to Cool Beans. These duelists on both these teams have been lights out so far through 8 rounds. Cool Beans has been really strategic in the fights that they're taking, while the Reyna and the Jet on Sen Jr. have just been pushing and forcing themselves onto site because of
the trades.
Yeah, with all whether they're pushing and taking those fights themselves or winning those fights, they're taking that space and they're making their team have to trade them.
Yeah.
Now the trades haven't been coming through, but it's still something that they're working to, and that again something that could have been brought up in that timeout.
Yeah, I think that previous round, the Sen Jr. duelist was too fast for them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jet just entered side without any information, like from Trailblazer.
Yep. And we see Fid with the early Odin kill over towards that B main.
Yep.
Once again, having impact with the Odin. Love to see it. We are seeing a little bit of a cautious push up the catwalk here. A little bit of information gained there from Dreadstar, but not a lot as they're taking this tree space. But look at the positioning of Cool Beans. Pushes into the smoke on A. And they say, nope, never mind. We saw the Jet. We're going to go up towards mid. Nebula goes up. Luna does dog. The information gain from these defenders has been absolutely pristine this round. And Dreadstar catches out the Astra, so now they have no smokes.
30 seconds left.
They just fall off.
Yeah.
Non gets a pick on to Pack as it's now a 3v3. Luna does get another pick. Luna gets 2 picks.
Luna.
3 is up, gets noted on where he could possibly be. He drops. And Dreadstar picks up the kill on Comtam. And another, I would say, decisive win there from the defenders in the way that they played that round.
Yeah, I think that was only unlucky for Jet. Yeah, because he thought having was smoke.
Yeah,
I
this
reckon
will,
morale's gonna be
it was
pretty
a
Yeah, he got
low
caught
over
off
there.
guard.
Yeah.
100%. But like the information they gained throughout that round, the early pick they got, the information gained from the dog, from the flashes,
Trailblazer
from
in the mid.
everything was just really well done, and it put them in a position where Sen Jr. needed to hit something because of the time, but they had no information because team enemy already had all the information they needed.
Yeah.
I've got your trail.
Seekers.
Yeah, with the Seekers.
Yep. I think that has been a wrong play for the KG there. He had his lockdown. It would have been an advantage for team enemy
Absolutely.
to be able to retake with that lockdown.
Yep, but now they're left off site. But Cool Beans gets one with the knives. Flap gets the trade. And Fid spamming through the wall, pushes Flap into Luna. Fujiwara gets taken out as it's left to a 2v1. But Dreadstar gets 2 on the drop into below heaven, and they're able to secure that round. So that's another round for team enemy. Just the way that they're playing, they're very synergized on these retakes. Yes, Pack did fall early, so the lockdown wasn't available, but the way that they're playing and how they're kind of synergizing off each other's util, the lockdown wasn't necessary that round. Obviously, it would have helped, but it wasn't necessary because they had that security. But Takumi as well, following up the Seekers early in that round to get that pick onto Pack, just they know what they're doing, and seeing how they're doing this and how they're attacking and how they're defending, it's going to be a hard-fought game for both of these teams.
And Sid from Team Enemy really shows how Sova is very valuable.
Yeah.
100%. The alarm bot does note the jet. Current though says, "Don't worry about me. I'm gonna go under heaven," and they take that space. The Seekers come out from the defenders. The lockdown as
comes
well
out.
comes out from the defenders. Kid gets one. Current gets
One
two.
enemy
Current
remaining.
gets three. Nonchalant gets one. Fid left alone. 1 second left before he. No! Unfortunate there by Fid. Two of the
Last
three
round
players got
before the
detained
switch.
there, and that's just really unlucky. No ammo in the
Yeah.
Vandal, so he had to take the fight or hope that he missed so that the lockdown would actually hit him.
Yeah, I think they rushed the retake a little bit because they had the lockdown in place and
Yep.
they could have just waited for it, right?
Yeah, 100%. They didn't have to take the fight to Current,
Yeah.
who was
Yeah.
on site,
Yeah.
and instead they did one after another,
Yeah.
and three of them fall.
They got picked on. They picked one
Yeah.
by one.
Yep, they
And-
peaked one by one. So like they didn't give themselves any advantage. Takumi though, throwing this leer early over towards A site. The Trailblazer is going to come out. There is some spam
Scout
through
destroyed.
the smoke,
Heal up, squad.
so there is a little bit of chip damage. Reina's max 100 health with the sky heal. So Flap
Great
though,
pick by Flap.
Flap gets a really early pick in towards this B main area, but Cool Bean says, "I don't care, I'm
Spike down.
swinging." And what a swing that is!
Oh.
Gets a pick on
Want
the
to fight
Nonchalant. And just pushes out
Oh.
through the Cosmic Divide and Market. Fid with the great
Last
recon
player
dart.
standing.
Takumi though catches
Last player
both
standing.
Fid and Red Star, and we're left Luna versus Current. Great shot there by Current. 2 bullets, and Luna is taken care of. A 7-5 half.
Switching sides.
It wasn't the cleanest 5 rounds
Yeah.
Yeah.
for Sen Jr., but it's 5 rounds that they'll be happy with considering how they played.
Yeah.
And
I should play
I
some
think
Astro Stars in this reality.
that enemy has to be happy with 7, although they probably should have had at least a couple more, maybe
at least
1 or
8.
2,
Yeah.
based on a couple little mistakes. So again, this half they switch sides. Enemy is on attacking,
Here.
and we've got Sen Jr. defending. 2 duelists defending can be really difficult, especially if you're taking over aggressive fights and losing those fights. But these duelists have seemed on point so far, so you never really
Yeah.
know
Yeah,
until
yeah.
we get into the thick of it. But we do see 2 initiators on the side of enemy for attacking, so that the information will always be there.
That's Cypher Trapwire.
Last player standing.
1,
Spike
2,
down
3,
A.
4, everybody's dead.
I
And
know what
I like
happened.
honestly, that
Me
round was so
too.
fast. It was like Jet dashed out, got hit by the trapwire. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense. And then
I
it
was
was like, okay, there's a
One
cam
more
pinging
died, one
somebody,
more-
one more died,
yeah.
one more died, one more died, and everybody's done. So now it's just Pack left to their own with a sheriff. Now, a Killjoy with the sheriff. It's a scary thing if their aim is on. But unfortunately, the aim was not on there. Nonchalant hero gets that last kill there as they bring it one step closer to
Yeah.
even footing against Team Enemy.
Yep. We're seeing the value of Cypher on the defending side right now.
Yeah, absolutely. The first round, you get a lot of information from both the trip, the cage, and the spy cam.
Yeah.
So a lot of that, it's going to be impactful every round. It's just a matter of where they go with it.
It's just unlucky that the jet dash or tailwind couldn't escape that trapwire.
100%. It can be
Unlike
difficult.
before.
Hack gets caught out by Takumi. Takumi gets taken out by Fid, and they are gonna try and take this mid space to get that Marshall. It is a Marshall, but any gun advantage or gain is
Yeah.
good on the side of the team that kind of needs that.
Yeah.
The patience is accruing as they back up towards this mid top area. They're taking this mid A space, probably looking for an A hit here, especially because I don't think they've heard any Cypher util over towards this A site,
No, I
but
don't think so.
No.
I would assume they think that the Cypher's over towards B.
Yeah. I
But
think they haven't tried to get some information on A main.
yeah,
Yeah.
the only information they had was the Reyna peeking in mid, and now the flash comes out, Tripwire gets hit,
30
Paranoia
seconds
comes out, Gravity
One
well,
enemy remaining.
and what a spray
With
on
the
everybody.
collateral.
Feely, feely.
Just
The timing is just perfect.
there.
You get paranoia while you are get caught by the trap wire, so you really have no choice.
Yep, they're well, like, and the thing is they're using the paranoia to clear out that generator area while the team pushes in.
This is a nice
When the
spot.
trip hits them, even if you're paranoid, they light up. So the
Yeah.
generator player is
Yes,
still
this should do.
able to get those kills and still
Yeah.
have impact in that round. Even
Here.
with, and then on top of that, they have the gravity well placed
Blinded.
perfect. So again, look at this aggression here. They're just trying to take this B main space, take this fight, try and get some kills, maybe get some rifles, and then they're gonna back out. They're saying, "Hey, we've done our job.
Shadows traveling.
Let's play a little slower and see if we can make them make a mistake now." Again, this Cypher is set up towards A. I'm not the biggest fan of leaving tree open with no trips, but I totally understand why he has 2 trips over towards that A site. Current.
Moving. A chip damage to Jet.
Yeah, Current's down to 1 shot now.
But luckily they have Sky. House out.
Yeah, they've gone with this B hit. The paranoia does hit his own Jet, but luckily it's not in a moment where it matters.
Yep.
So they take this B site. They have the bomb down. This KJ lurk from mid by Pack. This is going to be a huge lurk. Current gets the first pick on Luna though. Pack does get 1, so he is outed out towards mid. Fid gets 1, Trap gets 1, Coolbeam gets 1. Timing goes, and Coolbeam gets the last kill of the round as Pack picks up 2 with a very important lurk through that mid area.
Yeah.
Had the timing, was able to get the rotate from A over towards that mid-market area. Then Pack was noted because he got the kill, and then is able to get another kill after that based on his position. So again, that's a clear-cut round win from the attackers who absolutely needed to win that to stop the
Let's go.
bleeding. It's only been 3 rounds, but when you're bleeding rounds like that, you gotta stop it somehow.
So you see Current with the op.
Did wallbang the enemy Jet there as they are now 1 HP, quite literally.
But I think they're safe because they have 2 initiators to know. They have Silver and Sky to get information where the Jet is for sure.
100%. They should absolutely be
Takumi hiding
using
in
those.
the wine house?
Yeah, the
Do they know that?
great positioning from Takumi there. I didn't even realize that he had crept out to that spot. And now it's a matter of, are they even going to take that A space?
Nope.
They're not. So the positioning by Takumi is really well done, but they're
Yeah.
opting for this B hit. So they're taking this space. The Seekers, was that Seekers?
There was the
Trailblazer.
The Trailblazer. The Trailblazer goes out. Gets, I don't think, any information, but some mid information now because of Pack's shooting. And this is going to be an aggressive hit towards B as soon as these smokes go out. Cool Beans swings, closes the door, sprays, and
seconds
then going to take
Spike
sight.
down,
Flap does
B.
get 1 through the smoke. And Cool Beans doesn't have the read there, but Fid gets the spray through the smoke. Current gets another with the operator, and the spike is being planted now. Pack gets 1, Pack gets 2. The op goes down. Nonchalant gets another. Fid with the, if he can take this Sky, he doesn't see the Sky. Goes with the spam anyways, really close. Calm knows where
One
Cool
enemy
Beans is.
remaining.
Gets 1, Cool
Last
Beans.
player standing.
Falls to Calm Tam. Fid and Calm Tam. Spray. just ring around the rosy, and
That is
Finn
wild.
gets the kill. Just really, yeah, really well played. The
Yeah.
positioning there is really well done. Able to not take very much spray damage through the box, and is able to kind of continually get chip damage onto Comtam, even with the reverse spray not working for Comtam.
Yeah, I know.
It's
It's,
again,
great positioning.
yeah, really well played. Great positioning and able to secure that round for them. Now they're up 2 rounds, and Sen Jr. is on a little bit of a light buy here. We are seeing a Stinger purchase from Takumi here, so
Stinger is powerful.
Stinger
If you use
is
it right.
powerful. Have you ever seen Arena with an ultimate with a Stinger? That is terrifying. That thing shoots so fast,
Yeah.
it's not even fair.
Empties the
Oh yeah, you get like 5 seconds of using the gun, but it's insane regardless. But Cool Beans picks up Takumi as they enter towards the A site. Shadow step onto the site. Cage goes up. No damage done though off the tripwire. Red Star gets 1. Flap gets 1 as well, and we are left with a 3v4 retake for the side of Sen Jr. Flap gets a spray onto Cool Beans there.
Right here.
Bid with the patience. Does have the Hunter's Fury available. Luna does fall, but Flap gets a 3rd kill here. Does have a Cosmic Divide if they wanted to use it. There it goes. Spike hasn't been tapped, but look at this positioning by Current. Gets 1. Gets 2.
Oh.
What a phenomenal play there. A great decision.
Thrifty.
The positioning in the Great Divide is just it caught Sky off guard. You wouldn't expect the enemy to like squish in their little corner.
and they
and
can't
then-
really hear the diffuse.
Yeah.
with the
So-
actual
I'm gonna
device,
say-
As soon as the Cosmic Divide comes up, they pop the Hunter's Fury because they're like, okay, they're gonna start defusing. They push the Sky up to take that positioning towards the wall.
Yep.
But as they do it, it's kind of a bait and switch by the Astra and the Jet on the attack or on the defenders, because the Astra then goes to defuse, the Jet goes up and takes that space and then has a free couple kills because they're not
Yeah.
prepared for that. So that was really well done by the defenders. Great round. Just honestly super impressed with how that was played out.
Yeah.
As we can see, they have the attacker side has a Killjoy ultimate, which is Lockdown. We'll see if they use it right now or they save it for next round.
Yeah, because I think they're on a little bit of a weird buy here.
A weird buy for
Um,
sure.
So I don't really know how much they want to invest in this other than the knives.
Yeah.
But Flap does follow the Trailblazer out, but the Guiding Light comes
pulling
out
them
and
in.
using that gravity well. Sees 1.
Take them
Spray
out.
comes out and gets the kill.
The value of that gravity well.
Great play by Flap.
100%.
Blocking vision.
Timing on this. Does Comtam think that the Jet is there? Oh, the jump peak.
I think he saw his jet.
I think the
yeah.
Jet saw the head of Cypher there
30
and
seconds
is
left.
barely. Oh my goodness! If he catches that, he wants that.
He wants
Cool
it.
Beans absolutely wants that
It's
peaked
just
again.
a 1v1
He's
situation
like jump,
in A
jump,
side.
jump.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a B hit. They're using the dart here. They're pushing out. The Current is ready for this. Fid gets
10
1.
seconds left.
Or gets
Spike
taken
down
out.
B.
Cool Beans gets 1.
One enemy remaining.
And Spike is still there, but Nonchalant gets his 3rd of the round. And it's a 9-9 half. It's a 9-9
Done
game,
here.
actually.
Yeah.
Really impressive pushback here from Sen Jr. these last couple rounds. It was looking a little bleak, and that Cosmic Divide play, honestly, I think it
One
really
of the
woke them up.
highlights of this match.
Yeah, and I think it really woke them up to say, hey, we it's 1 round, we got this.
Yeah.
Because that was also a light buy that round. They had Stingers, Spectres,
Yeah.
Sheriffs, so they kind of gave them a boost of confidence, and they've shown it in the last 2 successive rounds. We do see Seekers on both sides. The Omen does have From the Shadows as well. We have a Neural Theft, and we have Empress on the Reyna. So Reyna, the Sen Jr. will probably have the Empress popped when they take the site or when they attempt to retake it. But a great kill there to start off this push up mid here. Luna falls to Takumi. Guiding Light comes out, does catch one. Catches two.
Nonchalant hero. Oh.
Fid though with the trade, but then Flap is ready and prepared. Red Star is on site, does have the use the threat from the shadows to get on site. Comtown takes out hack. Noted that he's on site.
2v1.
Yeah, he has to isolate a kill.
Last player standing.
One. The spray though could come through. The timing.
Oh.
He's gonna stick.
It's gonna stick.
Red Star is not prepared for the stick here by Comtown. Comtown gets the stick.
What a great play by Comtown.
Oh man, like
Pros don't fake.
pros don't fake. I really
Yeah.
like it was such a smart play there by
Yeah.
Red Star to use the smoke to
I got
kind of
enough
block
time
the
to go into
point
the
of
astral
view,
form?
but it took too
Yeah.
much time to get that space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took too much time to take that extra space, and Comtown was able to just say, "I'm sticking. I have nothing to worry about."
Yeah.
Yeah.
His smokes worked against him for sure.
Yeah, it really well played there. But again, another round from Sen Jr. where they get through that round by the seat of their pants, but they're able to secure that round, put themselves in an advantageous position. This is, I believe, their first lead of the game.
Yeah.
And so going into this post timeout is going to be really tough to see what enemy actually ends up doing, because they need to make that decision. They need to press on. They need to take the aggression here and kind of set themselves up for the final few rounds. You play for the win. You never play for a tie or play for overtime. You play for the win. So they have to take these opportunities, this timeout, to kind of secure their strategies going into these next couple rounds. They don't want to play for this. They want to win this game outright, and these rounds are what are important right now.
I think for Team Enemy, I think they should utilize mid, because no one's really playing. No one's really helping right now playing tree. So if they could get a pick mid, and they can just go in A freely for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. They haven't taken that mid space. Enemy hasn't taken that mid space, and in doing so,
A late lurk to tree would be a good idea.
100%. But we do see Luna with the Seekers get top. Shock comes out to destroy the tripwire. The spray comes out through tree from Takumi. Just util everywhere. Cages, smokes. Oh my goodness. No way Cool Beans gets that kill there.
Spike down A. One enemy
Oh
remaining.
my goodness. Yeah, a 5v3, but they don't care.
This is why the late lurk is important.
Yep, they have the 3v5, like they have the advantage, the numbers advantage after they take site. It's a 5v3, and the
They just got
defenders
finished one
just
by one.
flood out and take those spray
second,
downs.
peeps. I gotta visit the
Yeah,
astral
and
to
they
play
just don't
some
care.
stars.
They did not care. They took that round. 11-9 is their lead right now. Their economy should be good for the rest of the game for Sen Jr. Now, Enemy is going to have a really tough road back here. They will have a full buy this round. They need to keep as many guns as they can. Otherwise, it's tough. I mean, regardless, it's going to be tough. But if they lose a lot of guns, it's going to be even tougher.
Yep.
I think they haven't for Team Enemy, they haven't really used the utilities of their initiators that much, because they kept swinging dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They haven't really used they use the utility really well on defense.
Yeah.
But on attack, it seems very lackluster. It doesn't seem like they have the coordination
Yeah, they're
at this
struggling.
point in time to kind of work off of the util. They're kind of using it as like a last resort. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I need this to happen now. Okay, use your util. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Cool Beans with a great pick on the flap. The Sky is dead, so unfortunately there will be no healing there. Left at 10 HP. Fred Star does take up that mid space, but they back out there, and the defenders have a split 2 and 2 on both sides.
30
Taking
seconds
this
left.
Placing swarm grenade.
Mid to market to
Yeah.
B.
Mid to market, and it's going to be a fast rotate from the A players, and the B players are playing towards B main. I don't think they would read that, but they're taking the fight into
One
spawn.
enemy remaining. Spike down. Defender spawn.
I don't know what was the call, but
What?
that was not.
10
the play.
seconds left.
Yeah, that's a tough one. As Takumi ends up getting 4 and puts them on match point. That's wow.
Match
What
point.
like great shots by Takumi, able to secure
Yeah.
that round. But you gotta wonder what the play call was there from Team Enemy as they're taking that mid space. They know they're gonna have to fight either on site B or towards that spawn, but they opt for the spawn fight, and
You know,
that's
even though they are taking mid space, they keep losing the gunfights.
yeah. They,
Like they are afraid of peeking. They're just jiggle picking, trying to get the information that they need. But then they
The-
should win the
the
gunfight.
confidence is not up
Yeah,
on
the-
Team Enemy
yeah.
because the confidence on Sen Jr. ever since that Asterisk Cosmic Divide round
Yep.
has been through the roof. They've played out of their minds. They've played really well. They're
Yeah.
taking their fights. They're winning their fights. They're swinging together. So if Enemy wants anything to change, they have to start doing things as a team. They're trying things
Yep.
individually too much
Yep.
through these rounds.
Calm down with the constant
Out of
jump.
charges.
I mean, if the peak works, the peak works.
Yeah, I'm using that.
Current though, like great positioning out already into B main. He's gonna have the bait and switch with the Sky over towards B main as well. Sky notes that there's 2 there. Trailblazer comes out, sees Fid. Fid though, almost with the spam through
Yeah,
the wall. That's-
almost.
Deploying drone.
Oh, Current gets spotted out. They know the jig is up, but Cool Beans takes out Takumi out towards mid, which is a
30
great play,
seconds left.
great lurk,
Yep.
great information gained. And they're taking this this tree area onto A's site as Pack is going immediately into heaven.
Wow, my eyes are down. Tripwire destroyed.
Look at this
Cage
fight from
trigger.
Pack. I don't
One dead.
Pack
Cage
is
trigger.
ready. Oh,
10
Pack is
seconds
waiting
left.
for them to push into
Spike planted.
into A heaven. So now it's a 4v4
One
retake.
enemy remaining.
1, 2, 3
Oh.
down. Cool Beans is the only one left. And Cool Beans falls.
Wow. GG.
Sen Jr. with a
13-9.
13-9 win. Yet another
Defenders
13-9. Just all around great game there, and they're able to secure that handedly. Again, it's one round
That
to
boosted their confidence.
to boost the confidence to
Yeah.
kind of stack it up to where they needed to be.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
like that Cosmic Divide round, that was at 9-7. 9-7,
Perfection.
and then they didn't lose.
yeah.
They won 5 rounds in a row after that pivotal round, and it was phenomenal. Cool Beans with a solid 24 kills for Enemy. Fid 14 kills. We got Red Star with 10 assists. Like they all did their jobs. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough for the impact that Flap was having as that smoker. 15 assists. You had both duelists, 17 and 18 kills. 7 assists on Reyna. The Cypher was playing extremely well with the setups. Like everything just
Yeah.
went Sen Jr.'s way after that ever so important round. And honestly, they came out of that and they said, we're taking this. And they deserve that for how they played
Yeah.
post that round. And honestly, really, really well played by both teams. Phenomenal. Loved watching it. Honestly, again, they're coming down. Enemy is not out. They have another chance in this lower bracket.
Yep, and they're gonna go against Team SK.
No,
No.
they will be against the loser of JP
Match 4.
Red or Black.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it'll be enemy versus Red or Black, and we will actually be streaming that game
Yeah.
in, I'm assuming, the next game. But I believe at the moment we are going to have a
10-minute
10 minute ish break.
10-minute
But honestly, great game by both teams there, and excited to see kind of who shows up, Red or Black, in this next to see who we have for enemy versus them.
Yeah. For our next game, it's gonna be more intense for sure because
It's an elimination game.
Yeah.
It's do or die.
Yep, do or die. So it'll be really impactful and really fun to watch. Hopefully the nerves are out for enemy. They did unfortunately have the lead loss, the blown lead.
Yeah.
But there's still a time to prove themselves. So
Yep.
hopefully they can do that. And in this, we're gonna take that 10-minute break, and we'll be back soon with the next game. but
Oh.
the stream is going to be JP Black with
Oh, the next
versus
stream?
enemy. Yeah, it'll be Team 5 versus Team 6,
Oh yeah, and that's the last
or match
one, right?
5 versus 6.
That's the last one, right?
And
Yeah.
we're back.
We are back. So we are going to be heading into this game. It'll be enemy versus JP Black, and it'll be the first elimination game of this tournament. We are getting down to the nitty gritty. Enemy versus JP Black. They have to fight for their lives.
Yep.
They have to win
Do
this.
or die.
It's do or die. They move on or they go home. Regardless, both have shown good, like very promising gameplay.
Mhm.
Enemy again had the advantage versus Sen Jr., but unfortunately fell to Sen Jr.
Yep.
JP Red took the win over JP Black, and they have fallen down into this lower bracket. So we have the two lower bracket matches, which is Team SK versus ABJ Scots Alpha, and Enemy versus JP Black. Both of those games are going to send home a team each. So, I mean, we got to see Team SK. They lost 13-9 to 5 Asian Men.
Yep.
It was a good
And-
all-around game.
Yep. They're using the same roster. So
Yeah. So
enemy
Team
has
is-
7 members registered,
Yep.
and they are using the same roster.
So
from
enemy
last
is going to
game.
use the same roster here. So we aren't seeing a select or a team or a player change for this game.
Yep.
We are seeing enemy lock in their same roster. And JP Black, I believe, is. Let me just look here. I believe, yeah, most of JP Black is who we actually witnessed in the practice games or the scrims that
Oh,
we
yeah.
watched through the week. So we are at least somewhat familiar with them.
Yeah.
We are going to be, I'm assuming, it'll be Hirotaka, Yuta, Kairua,
I mean, there's
Eclipse,
5 of them,
and
so it's
Soul.
yeah.
So that should be the roster when they join up here. And I'm curious to see if we are going to get bind or split. If that's what they're going to
Yeah.
lean towards, because that is the 2 maps that we watch them play.
I want to see a split.
I would like to see split.
I
Split.
would like to see Breeze because I haven't seen Breeze yet. But yeah,
Fair. Breeze
Yeah.
would be an I think Breeze is like a sleeper pick for a lot of teams.
Yeah.
It's like one where they're like, no, let's
Let's
ban that like 9 times out of
it's
10.
long range distance.
Yeah.
I cannot aim like that.
They're like, I'm gonna ban this like 9 out of 10 times, and then it's like that one time they're like, hey, we're picking
But in
Breeze
the
and we're
loser-
gonna rock it.
Yeah, but in the losers bracket, are they going to play like the map that is not wildly played by the teams?
It's
Or-
mind game.
yeah,
You got
Wait.
to think about. So obviously there's some bans. They're gonna be able to select whatever bans they want,
Yeah.
but they're going to keep at least 1, maybe 2 maps they are good at, and so that's the selection. It's going to happen from one of those 3 maps.
Okay.
You keep, I'd assume, again, this is all an assumption. The outlier, like the random map that's in there, has to be the sleeper pick, the one that they're like, you know what, if this gets picked, we're golden. We've been playing it really well. We've done this a couple times. You know, they're not going to expect it. The other option is, say, screw the phantom maps, the not phantom, the gun phantom, as in like the ones that they don't see, like the ones they're not good on, but screw those ones. Let's do all the ones that we're strong on, and then make them have to pick one that we're strong on. So it comes down to essentially mental warfare in this map ban and pick process.
yep,
Yeah.
for sure. But maybe one of the team practice a lot on some games that we haven't seen in streams. for sure.
100%. That is a possibility. So it'd be nice to have an idea of what the map is.
Yeah,
Obviously, we don't get that just yet, but I think for the side of JP Black, we are probably going to see that Raise Sky Cypher.
Yep.
And I believe it was Omen as the smoker, and then it'll be one other that kind of fluctuates between what it is. I think they went double initiator on split because they had Fade. One of the games had Fade.
One of the players did use Chamber a lot
Okay.
in those two maps.
Right. So there is the possibility that there is some interesting like compositions that come up with. I think the Duelist and the Initiator lock will be Raise and Sky. And then depending on which player is on which agent, you might see an Omen. You probably maybe a Viper depending on map. And then again, maybe a Chamber or a second Duelist. But time will tell when we get the actual map pick. I'm excited to see what that ends up being. If it ends up being split, do you think it will? The favor is leaning towards JP Black, or is that biased because we've seen them play and we know that they've played split, or would you lean it more towards enemy because we don't know what they've played it like?
It all just depends on the agents that they are going to use. Because split, I mean, double Sentinel on split is good idea.
Double Sentinel, you can do double smoke.
Yeah,
you can do double Initiator.
I mean, double Sentinel on a defender-sided map, and then getting those advantage on the scoring before the next half would be great.
It also depends on who picked which side, because you also have that.
Yeah.
So if you get to pick attack or defense, are you going to pick defense so that you rack up the rounds early?
Yeah.
Or are you picking attack so that you know what you have to what you have to work towards on your defense?
Yeah, for sure.
It really, like, the selection process is such mental warfare, because if you pick attacker first, you're expecting your team to do well on defense while picking up like at a bare minimum of rounds on offense. If you pick defense first, you're like confident in our offense. Let's get our defense to like level out to where we should, and then we should be bang up for offense. So it's really interesting to see what team picks what and how it all works. The map, I think the map is actually going to be bind, it looks like.
Yes, I think so.
We are, I believe, going to see our second bind map here, which I'm not opposed to. I don't mind bind, but
is it really bind now? Is that official?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
They're hovering.
They're hovering it. They haven't changed it at all since they changed it from Ascent. It's been bind the whole time. So, I mean, maybe we could be debated and be changed last minute like last time. But you know,
I mean, we have seen JP Black and bind.
Yeah,
and they did really well.
They did really well. So
yeah,
I'd be scared for enemy if bind is the map, because when we watched them play bind, their takes were really well oiled. The utility was really well played, and they weren't afraid of the B site hits against the Sentinel. They were able to kind of negate the impact the Sentinel had to a degree, and it was all came down to like trades and so I mean, it's going to be a good game regardless, because this is an elimination game, right? So no matter what happens, no matter what map, yes, there is obviously bias in terms of like what maps we've seen them play and how they've played so far. But going into these games, we have no idea what's going to happen, because all it takes is one person to step up, and then that one person is just the one that carries. Confidence. We saw the confidence come back at Percent Junior last game. If enemy starts off on the right foot here, they could have that confidence jump in and take it over. I mean, JP Black is coming in off of a loss too. They could step in and say, "Hey, we got to step up our confidence. We got to bring it back." And they take the step forward and they start and they just roll with it, right? So anything can happen.
Yeah, you could say the same thing for enemy because I think they only need a little like they need to correct a little mistakes. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah,
It-
nothing major.
No,
Yeah.
it really wasn't major decision or major issues that were causing the problems.
Yeah,
It was the micro decisions, the
the
like,
utility.
the
user.
utility usage
Yeah.
on offense. Like as if they get those oiled out and they are playing the way that they did at the start of that game,
Yep.
where they used their utility, they took the advantage with that, then they're looking really strong. So it really will be an interesting game going forward and seeing how enemy jumps back and how JP Black also jumps back regardless of what the score was, right? So
Yep. And
we are looking at the start here. Game is starting. We are on bind. It is confirmed. So getting into this, do you think we're going to see the same comp for JP Black that they played
They
in?
did.
I say that, and before it's even done, we already have everybody
Yeah.
hovered, everybody almost locked. Kairua is on that chamber, Hirataka on the brim, Soul on that sky, Yuta on the raise. Yuta played a great raise,
Yeah.
and Eclipse on that Viper. So again,
It's the same roster.
it is, and for the side of enemy, we are seeing them hovering. I am interested in this comp. Are they going with no duelists? Is like I saw the hover of the raise.
Yeah.
I saw the early hover of the raise. It might be a debate, but
Especially on attacker side.
I think it's hard without a duelist. You need the duelist for sure.
yeah, especially on bind.
Yeah. 'Cause there's
And
a lot
especially
of-
when you have to prove yourself, like
Yeah.
they need the
Yeah.
presence. If they're not going to use their utility that the way they did in that first half, they need to have at least somebody pushing onto site.
Yeah.
If they have no duelists, they don't have that push and they don't have that aggression. So, and it's
Raze
looking
would be a
like-
good idea for this.
yeah, but we are seeing a
Duelist.
hover of a Phoenix actually.
Phoenix.
So it looks like those are going to lock in Cypher, Sky, Omen, Phoenix, and Fade.
Wow.
I'm really interested in what the Fade in what the Phoenix abilities can actually do for this team going on the attack. The curveball is actually just such a good flash. It pops so quickly. So
Yep.
if you can time it so that it gets around the corner to pop immediately,
Yeah.
it's tough to dodge those ones.
And I like the fade pick because I usually play fade on mine. Well, if you have a flash with a sky, it's good to play fade on
That's a good
on
spot.
mine because you have the
Her prowlers.
the haunt for sure, and prowlers
Yeah.
play a lot of angles because
Yeah.
mine has a lot of angles for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the other thing too with the Phoenix is their molly, like the hot hands.
Yeah.
It actually
Oh.
covers a lot of ground. So those angles in which you can kind of hide behind,
Mhm.
they're not so safe because you can get a lot more information or a lot more damage done from the hot hands because of that. But here we are starting off this elimination game with heavy presence over towards B. There's 4 members over there. They are taking towards Hookah, and the Sky Flash does come out, but Cool Beans with an early pick over towards B, or sorry, over towards A on Eclipse. That's a big first kill. Hands comes out,
Down,
right
B.
click, doesn't connect, but he gets the kill anyways. Kairua gets 1, and it's a 1-for-1 2 for 2 trade.
would they expect another third person here or?
Fake TP.
Last
Spike
player
does get picked up, but Hirotaka gets 1. Cool Beans gets 4 on the round, gets the initial pick, and then just continues on trucking, gets the 3 kills over towards that B site.
Yeah.
Now, what an interesting way of going from the main entry duelist on a jet to a Cypher and still having that kind of impact on a round where
Yeah.
you're lurking to begin with.
I really love how they, instead of defending the site, they took the space from B long,
Yep.
like Chamber and Cypher did, and it was an advantage for them.
Yeah, it was. And it's one of those things where this round in particular, we see such heavy aggression towards A from both sides. All 5 members of the attackers, and then JP Black on the defense has 4 members. But it's all a question of if they read this first Brimstone here. The Prowler does find him
The
out.
value of Prowlers.
Soul gets the trade onto Cool Beans. Cool Beans
That spike
falls,
carrier's down.
but Yuta gets another
Spike
trade.
down A.
It's a 3v3. Both skies are extremely low, left with 1 duelist and 1 smoker each. Soul does fall to Red Star though.
Toxins going up.
This timing could be big for Eclipse. The TP comes through and the timing,
The timing is
doesn't
not.
come to fruition.
Oh, it was not in favor of him.
Spike planted.
This is a great positioning here from the side of enemy as they are kind of locked and loaded. They've got the guns, they've got the positioning. They're not tucked up too close. Pack does go into tube with the shadow step. They do hear that, so they're aware that somebody's
Last
mid-sight.
player standing.
Snakebite comes out, but it doesn't matter. Pack and Red Star just
Ended it.
end it all
This is
very
crazy.
quickly
It feels
there.
like we've been
It's a
doing this
2-0
forever.
lead here.
Anyone else feel like that? Just me? Okay.
From the side of enemy, honestly, it seems like they're bouncing back quite nicely.
Yep.
Especially Cool Beans. These early rounds have been really good.
Yeah.
The impact that he's getting,
Yeah.
6 kills in 2 rounds, getting the neural theft already. Early pick, pops the ultimate, and then they have
Gunning for
information
chamber.
already. So again, this isn't eco buy. This is like a bonus, but it could have big impact for the economy of them if they are able to take this. Big information there from the Trailblazer as they take this site very quickly. Pack pushes his own smoke, and Red Star is able to throw the
I
hot
know
hands
exactly
into CT.
where.
Pack gets a kill on a Kairua. They take the space. Hirotaki gets 1. Hirotaki gets 2. The fade on comes out. They take the space on site with the satchels. Yuta gets 1. Yuta on
1
the
enemy
top of
remaining.
Tube on site. Gets a second. And there it is. 2-1. They claim their first round of this half.
That was such. There was so much happening. It was all so fast, and Yuta was just kept getting those headshots. in.
Yuta was just firmly in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Decided to satchel out, satchel on top of 2, and then have positioning on at least 3 of them, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, it's a great round for them to win. They do lose 3 rifles, so they do have to
Goes
reinvest.
here.
Yep.
But I think they have to be happy with that, especially with how those first 2 rounds went.
Yes, this should do.
Prior to that, to securing that round win. They have to be happy with any round. Cool Beans trying to get some information from the cam, but Soul says, nope, never mind, I'll take your head.
Where are you?
And what a shot there.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Eye comes out, the run it back comes out, the Prowler comes out, the Paint Shells comes out. Paint Shells gets 1, Eclipse gets 1, and what a stack of utility here to have to fight through. Soul doesn't care. They're pushing into this Showers area. Fit is holding the angle.
Bam.
Does catch 1,
Oh,
Last player standing.
but falls
Spike
to
down
Eclipse. Great trade there, as Pack is the last one left alive. Sees 1, grabs the but
there was an attempt of
I mean,
throwing it off.
I saw the vision, but yeah.
you know, you gotta. It's the pistol flash. Like
It's not.
Jeez, mate.
they never expect it, right? Right, guys?
It would have been a good play though, because they almost collided.
Yeah, it was really close, but
Yeah.
you just don't see that. You just don't see that.
If he did not do the secondary gun throw,
he might have.
He could have clutched that.
The bullets might have lined up a little bit more. Because I think
Yeah.
would have had his gun out earlier. So, but unfortunately for not, we are left with another B hit here as they are pressing out the Trailblazer pushing on site. Kairua over towards his elbow area. The Omen pack is taking the
Spike
space.
planted.
Does get spotted out, but Kairua doesn't care. Takes his head out. Has the rendezvous available if necessary. Hirotaka there are with him as well.
Here.
Worried about the cage. I mean, 1, 2. They both fall.
No.
Red Star gets 2. Soul catches. Oh my goodness, this timing is everything. The defuse is happening. Oh my goodness, what a defuse there by, I believe it was Yuta who stuck it through.
Yeah.
That's absurd. That should not happen. That is just a crazy way to end that round. A round they had no business being in. They get... That's just
That's
crazy.
just unfortunate.
I think Team Enemy should notice by now that they keep playing B side chamber only. They should notice that, and the A players on A side, they always rotate real quick, so maybe they should run a fake for sure.
Oh, absolutely. The option to fake is always there. They've got the teleporter there, and they've got the utility to bait out that rotate
Yep.
and take that space. But we are seeing this lean over towards A. They've put a little bit of presence towards showers, so Eclipse and Yuta do have to be worried about it. The smokes come out from Omen onto this A site, but they immediately send the Sky over towards B from this side of JP Black. This patience is so important too. Like it's like a catch-22 because you want to be patient, you want to be able to hit one properly.
Yep.
Oh, the Sky hasn't operated. That's why they sent it over towards the D side.
Joke's over. You're
But
dead.
yeah, patience is so key. But at the same time, if you wait too long, you can't hit the site quickly, and you give up the opportunity to take the advantage. Curveball
Spike
comes out,
planted.
sees three,
Face your
but
fear.
unfortunately doesn't get any because the ultimate runs out. Trailblazer comes out. Information gained. 1 in 2. What can Soul do? Kairua and Fid get trades. Hirotaka and Luna also trade. Taka gets another. Red Star in hookah. In the timing, Red Star catches Hirotaka.
Last player standing. One enemy
One.
remaining.
Soul though. The timing. Red Star catches them out, and just like that, it's a 3-3 half in the first half of this first half.
Yes.
I really liked the way that Red Star used the Phoenix ult there. It gained a lot of information
Yeah.
on top of doing a lot of chip damage. Taking that, run it back all the way towards B, like CT spawn in B. The curveball comes out, sees 2, chip damage on at least 2 of them, whether it was 1 bullet or 3. I think there was a combination. And then 2 of them that were coming from spawn were also flashed. So big play there.
Launching smoke.
Team
Bring them down.
JP has shown last. So I don't know if they're gonna invest a lot of ults here because they have chamber ult activated right now.
Yeah, and they rotated early because there was a little bit of information from A, but they rotate the chamber over to there, hoping that there can be an early pick from that tour de force or anything really, because they're looking for that. The smoke does come out. The rendezvous is up, so he has the option to get a shot out and TP, but I don't know if it's going to work out for him as Cool Beans is holding this A heaven.
Oh.
Tour de force shot misses, and Cool Beans gets the first pick of the round. Neural Theft is up, but look at this B site as they start to rotate off. They're on the site now, and JP
30 seconds
Black
left.
is playing from
Spike
behind
planted.
once again here. Luna gets 1. Great trade there from Hiro Taka, though. At least able to get
Last
the
player
trade.
standing.
Yuta and Hiro Taka, though, don't care about what's happening. They're just taking those sites. One and done. Red Star falls. Eclipse gets the last kill of the round, and it's a 4-3 lead for JP Black. And yeah, that was a thrifty because, like you said, the only thing they had available was that tour de force from Chamber, and they were able to somehow manage to pull it back from being down in the numbers 5v4.
Yep. I think the Chamber Twitter force didn't really get any value. It was because of the retake of the 3 guys, but
Here it's
Viper
all
raised
in
into
Utah.
frame, yeah.
Yeah, the tour de force unfortunately falls really early that round to Cool Beans, who is holding that angle. But you really have to appreciate the attempt there because he has the right read.
Yeah.
But Cool Beans just had the better read. It's just one of those things that happens. But look at this positioning from Soul,
Spike down
who
A.
is on top of Truck as a Sky.
How? How?
Raise blast back.
Nah.
Yeah, there's a boost split. You
blast
can also
back.
do it with a raise blast back. But like, what a play there! As a player, you wouldn't expect a Sky to be up there.
Yeah.
Soul gets 2, Yuta gets 1. Soul doesn't care anymore. They just want to push. There's 1 flash.
One
and
enemy
the
remaining.
spray, though, fails, and now it's a 2v1.
No charges.
Yuta is spotted out. Some chip damage onto Pack. Spike dropped. And Yuta uses the information from the Roomba to take down Pack. It's a 5-3 lead now. And honestly, this game, it really can go either way. It's 5-3 right now. JP Black has won 3 rounds consecutively. And the attackers in enemy have to figure it out to kind of jump back, get this information. That's why they take this timeout. They reset. They kind of evaluate where they're at.
Yep.
Where they're at in both economy, ult economy, and how they're feeling, and they go from there. They have the Seekers, they have the run it back, they can hit a site hard, but the only thing that impacts them past that is they have the Brimstone ult on the side of JP Black to delay the plant or the site hit based on the information that's happening.
I think for enemy, they should run for sure a fake and utilize the TP more.
Absolutely.
For the attackers, yeah.
They're doing much better this game already on this attack side for using their utility.
Yes, yeah.
But the thing is, the
100%.
Viper from JP Black has been really good at anchoring B site. So the bait and switch can be a little tricky.
Agreed. It's just a matter of how well they sell it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because a bait and switch can be one person running up and then running away. That can be it. But it can also be using 2 to 3 people and utility combined with those steps.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of how much enemy wants to invest into a bait and switch.
Yeah. And also information. The
Yep.
relay of information is vital here when it comes to bait and switch play.
Kairua, this positioning gets the
That was unlucky.
Kairua
for
gets
Luna.
Luna behind Red Star. He doesn't even catch Red Star. That is... Luna doesn't even get to play the game here. That's super unfortunate. Red Star does get a second pick, though, as they are...
I know
This
exactly where
Viper's
you are.
TP comes through. The neural theft comes out. They know where both players are. I don't like this positioning. This is really scary on the side of enemy.
Last player standing.
Poison's off.
JP Black, though,
Spike
is
planted.
going to get TP'd on. Oh. That was, honestly, that was pretty scary.
Yeah.
You think about the positioning of where everybody was. The Cypher was in heaven. 2 come through main. The Fade is late through B. The Viper TPs, nobody's holding that. The Viper easily could have sprayed through the smoke and gotten the spike down and then escaped into showers. So you gotta be a little bit more cautious with the way you play those in instances where you kind of have that happening. I mean, they won the round, so they're gonna be happy with that.
Yeah.
But like they have to be cautious not to make a blunder like that because it can cost them
I've
around
got your trail.
and potentially snowball.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Like you said, I don't know if they're gonna commit or try a fake TP or. Yeah, I think they're gonna commit B.
Yeah,
But
they
do
are
have Cypher and
absolutely.
A.
Yeah, because they have Cypher looking on A.
Oh, they tapped the
Oh.
bomb, and the orbital strike actually delayed the plan. Cypher's lurking all the way through, but they're still committing this. Luna gets one, JP gets one, Hack gets another, Soul gets another, and now it's a
Spike down
3v2.
B.
3. Oh my goodness, a 2v2.
One
Soul
enemy
doesn't
remaining.
know, but Cool Beans
Team
gets one,
ace.
and Red Star gets the last. It's a team ace. They all contribute. They get the round win.
Yep.
But again, a round that shouldn't be that close, especially with how much positioning they had and how much space they had. They should not be giving up that much.
Yep.
But they have 5 members on site. Cypher walks all the way through A. That should be they should get the okay from Cypher in terms of taking that TP because you absolutely should take the
because
teleport
he was
there.
able to clear the site.
Yeah, he took the entirety of site.
But no, they
But-
fought.
Again, they won the round.
Yep.
That's all that's needed. And Kid, though, getting a little risky against that headhunter from the chamber of Kairua. Fowler comes out, no information gained other than one possibly there. Hirotaka, though, with the sheriff in this U-Haul area. Again, this round is going to come down to patience. The
Yep.
defenders don't want to give anything away for free, and they also have this Raze showstopper to potentially get a bulk amount of kills. Cool Beans gets the first pick, though, of the round onto Soul. Curveball comes out. Ultimate, the showstopper comes out, gets one, and Fid gets 2. Red Star still just jumping back and forth. Eclipse gets one.
Spike planted.
And it's a 2v3 now. 2v2.
Ooh.
The headhunter comes up big and gets that first kill. Almost
Last
gets the
player
head
standing.
of the sky over towards bench. Fid catches Eclipse though, and now it's a 2v1 with the rifle just being picked up.
I'll find you.
Haunt comes out. Doesn't spot Kairua, but they know where he is.
Yep.
Luna's hiding behind these triple boxes. And Luna
done here.
gets that last kill. It's a 6-5 lead for enemy. They are starting to string
Last
things
round
along.
in
They're
the
they're
half.
looking a lot better
Yep.
since that
They need to
timeout.
continue this.
Absolutely. They're looking a lot better since that timeout. They kind of the utility has been good.
Yep.
The hits have been good. They're taking a little bit too risky of fights in my opinion.
Yeah.
But they're winning the rounds and they're winning them like pretty definitively.
Yeah.
Mind you, like 1 or 2 fights that could go either way, but like it's been strong. So it'll be interesting to see if they can keep this up on their defensive side. Trailblazer comes out. Yeah, they send the Trailblazer over towards A Showers
Just to
to
check the
activate
bait.
Kairua because look at Kairua's positioning. But now they're
Where are you?
facing 5 members of.
Spike
Oh my
down B.
goodness.
Oh,
Yuta gets
player
3,
standing.
gets 4. Pack with an operator though. Timing.
He
The
had
timing. He's gonna run to A. Yeah, he wanted to run to A from the
Yeah, for the
shadows.
TP.
yeah.
But Kairua, like all that space
Switching
he gained out
sides.
towards A from that Trailblazer, like heavily influenced how he was gonna play that round. But then the 4 members of his team just held down B all by themselves. They didn't need him. But this is the important halftime. They discuss how they want to play this because both teams, it's deadlocked. It's 6-6 right now.
Yep.
And it's ever so important because at the end of this half,
This goes here.
one of them goes home. Who wants it more? And
That goes there.
how are we going to see both teams play? because both teams have shown promise on their attack and defense sides, respectively. So now that they've swapped the roles, does it continue?
Cover going out. Shadows traveling.
We are seeing JP Black taking this shower's presence. They did so in scrims, and it worked really well for them.
Yeah.
So they're going to continue doing that. Yuta gets the first pick onto Pac, though, but Fid gets the trade onto
Scout
Yuta.
destroyed.
Trailblazer doesn't get the stun, but Hirotaka gets one onto Luna, and we're left with a 4v3 with 2 defenders over towards this A site. Might do a rotate here, but Hirotaka says never mind.
Spike down
Hirotaka
A.
unfortunately falls with the bomb. Kairua gets a pick. It's a 2v2. They know one's on site towards this U-Haul area. Soul doesn't get the kill, though.
One
Have
enemy
the opportunity to
remaining.
get this bomb and rotate, but Kairua, what a great positioning there to get the kill onto Cool Beans.
Oof.
Phoenix going for the never
30
mind, he's
seconds
going
left.
towards CT.
Oh.
Or not.
Spike planted.
Okay. You know what? I can respect the curveball through the teleporter,
Yeah.
especially because a lot of people do, when they go through that teleporter,
Yeah.
usually leave one behind for that exact reason. Positioning here is ever so important.
Last player
Soul
standing.
does fall. Red Star.
Oh.
Red Star almost gets the double kill to get the round win, but Kairua finishes off the pistol round. They pick up the first round of this half, and JP Black is back in the lead with 7-6 lead. So we're going to see, obviously, buys here from the side of JP Black. Stingers, Spectres, Marshals, whatever they want to buy. We might see a Bulldog, or we might see a hero drop of a rifle, depending on their economy, like where they're at, because this is a round that they want to win. They want to take this advantage, and they want to put their foot, press the pedal to the middle, and keep it going, right? So they want to keep the aggression, keep the foot on the throat of this enemy team. Pressure up towards Garden as well. They're already out on site. They're taking the space towards Elbow, and Yuta catches Red Star while Luna catches Eclipse. Hirotaka gets the third of the round. The third death of the round, I mean, and Fid is prowling towards the CT side, and smoke comes out so they can ingress through this if they really want to. Luna is towards this hookah area. They do have a Spectre, so jumps out a hookah, unfortunately falls to the Sheriff. Fid gets one, Fid gets two, and almost gets a trade onto the third one, but I mean, damage done is damage done. They did a really good job that round of getting that damage and kind of making them have to save here. So
they're actually doing a good job in the attacking side.
Yeah, and again,
with the double smokes.
Yeah, enemy has to be happy with how they handled that round. They got 3 guns down on the bonus, or on the purchase round. And on the side of JP Black, they have to be happy that they secured that round, because things got a little iffy there, but they secured the round. So now they're up 8-6. They have a little bit of a mixed buy here, but I mean, an 8-6 lead, anything can happen. All it takes is one rifle, and then they're done. Judge comes out from Pack, though, so they do get that acknowledgement that there is a Judge nearby. Smoke comes out again. And look at the fast rotate from the Cypher here, immediately going over towards this B site. And this is a clean read here from the side of enemy. But that fake shadow step through the teleporter actually is big for the side of team enemy, because they don't expect Omen to still be here, or to expect 3 to still be over towards A.
Smoke's down.
Pressing out of Hookah. Cool Beans gets 2. Eclipse gets the trade. Paint Shells comes out. Fid doesn't care. Stands in it. Gets 2. And we're left with 1 alive. Kairua, though, the chamber. That's the one that you don't really want left alive, because if their aim is on as a chamber,
30
all it
seconds
takes
left.
is 4 shots from the Headhunter. I take it back. You know, it happens. It happens. Unfortunately, it doesn't hit any of the headhunter shots. Fid picks up the third of the round.
Yeah.
And also activates the Nightfall.
It
So
seems these
big
strangers
ultimate
want
there
me
for the
dead.
side of enemy to get
Yeah,
activated.
they're not
They have that for
first.
retake and for kind of causing mayhem for the attackers.
Yeah. You know, I just noticed Cool Beans was a duelist in the last match, and he still has consistent aim, even if he is playing a Sentinel.
Yeah, and like what I was saying was like in that first pistol round, he was able to clean up the 4 kills. And so like duelist or Sentinel, he doesn't care. He's still gonna frag out,
Yeah.
which is not something you see overly consistently. Because typically if you're a duelist, I feel like people expect you to frag out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then when you go to a Sentinel, they expect you to get like to set up people more rather than frag out. But
Yeah.
he's still fragging out, still getting the impact that he was doing on that duelist. So it'll be interesting to see how he continues that on this defensive side for Team Enemy, and what kind of strats they talk about post this timeout. Are they going to put heavy
There.
aggression towards one side comparatively to the other? Again, these timeouts can be so impactful, but it can also
Yeah.
be like a very rough thing to do. Like they called that timeout only 3 rounds into this half. 3 rounds into this
It
half.
is such a close game that you don't even know what play you should be deciding on it.
Mm-hmm. And Fid is going to throw that haunt towards B long to get that information early, but we see the snake bite land towards Garden there as they push the fade out and take that space. Great
Is that
play
like
there.
a fake thing? Oh,
No,
it's just
it's there to push the fade out,
Mm.
or whoever's playing in Garden, especially if it's an operator user, because then they can take that space and then they
Yeah.
can dog chamber or hold that space regardless, right?
Yeah.
So it's something that I've actually seen in pro play quite a bit.
Oh,
With all that information gained, they
There.
are actually rotating
There.
back towards an A hit, with Chamber leaning towards lurking out towards this B area, B long area. Doesn't get spotted out by a prowler, so that's big because if they leave the site, they could potentially get one.
Headshot.
Oh, Luna with a disgusting shot through the
Yeah.
smoke.
30 seconds left.
Flips though puts the wall down. Cap of the spike does come down. Kairua gets the pick on his Cypher. There's that impact of the
smoke.
lurking Cypher.
Stim
Or
beacon
lurking
down.
chamber, sorry.
this could actually work.
Yep, the stim comes out. They hit the site. Now they are positioned for a 4v4 retake. They heard 1 TP. They're assuming there's 3 towards CT. The Nightfall comes out. So these, unfortunately, the curveball did not go around the corner for Red Star. So now they are hitting that site with only, I believe, 2 seen from the Nightfall. Hero Taka gets another. Luna gets 3 on the round, 4 on the round for Luna.
Oh,
Holding.
One enemy remaining.
Unfortunately falls. Fid gets the 5th.
oh.
And that's enough time on the spike to defuse it. So that is an 8-8.
Push the
So
button. Save the day.
That could work, but they just need to win the gunfights.
yeah, it was a really good play.
Yeah,
It was
it is, it
the
did.
late lurk
Yeah.
actually impacted so much. They were able to get the Cypher. Of all the people that you want to catch with that,
Yeah.
the Cypher is the one you want to catch. So it worked really well. But yeah, they just didn't win their fights. They were positioned a little poorly,
Yeah.
and they just didn't have the impact that it thought it was going to.
I think they should try that again. That kind of play, where the bait and switch, and just try to hold out the plant, post plant.
And they do have the chamber tour de force activate, or like possibly activated now, so they can hold that long angle once
Yeah.
again and potentially get that pick still without potentially putting chamber in as
Scout
risky a
destroyed.
position.
Prepare for hellfire.
Double strike comes out towards U-Haul, does catch Luna. Hart gets one with the judge, and they take all of that space. It's left at a 4v3, a 3v4 retake for the defenders of enemy. Seize comes out. Prowler comes out. Sky Smoke comes out. They take this site. The wall comes up. Curveball through the wall. And they're trying to their damnedest to get this information. And it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Sol, Yuta, and Kairua take the game, take that round very securely. And they're up 9-8.
Yep, that was a great move for Brimstone to clear out lamps for sure.
Yeah.
And to gain that space, you know,
There-
the lamps is for sure a big difference.
Yeah.
If you're taking a.
Yeah, well, not only does it clear the space, getting that pick in
Yeah.
U-Haul, like the Sky of all people to lose there,
Yep.
with the Seekers available, like everything there, it just worked out
Yep.
Yep.
in Team
You know-
JP Black's
Yeah.
favor.
Yo, that round worked. They committed into site. There's no bait and switch. I think now they should try to alternate between the plays. Just so, yeah, they could still have a tremendous chance into doing it.
100%. And the other thing too is it's interesting to see
They're doing the bait and switch again.
they are. The Cypher though is ready in showers but gets caught out. Eclipse gets the kill. Cool Beans.
Yep.
Cool Beans falls. It has the good right read, but unfortunately falls. And now it's a 3v5 retake. Just like you said, really well played. They utilize the positioning really well.
Yeah.
They are on a light buy, so that partly influences the idea of
Last
why
player
they're doing this.
standing.
But it worked out really well, and
Yep.
Yuta was able to get 3 on site to secure that round. It's 10-8 for Team JP Black. Just really well played. Again, we talk about these timeouts. Ever since their timeout,
Yep.
it has gone their way. They've been playing really well. Their plays are more synergized. Their hits are more like thought out, and they're having impact off of it.
Yes, this should do.
You want to play?
Sets
Let's
up for
play.
A here. The showers play. Guiding light comes out. Doesn't catch any information, but Yuta doesn't care. Takes that space. Cool Beans takes out Kairua. Cool Beans though, unfortunately, doesn't get the spray in showers,
Yeah.
but doesn't even get chip damage either. But does have the pick in towards short, so the neural theft can be used here.
That's gonna give them a lot of information. And
Yeah, that can.
And
Oh.
look at Omen, he's far up from B side, and there's a lot of information. They're gonna call each other to go B.
Yeah, and the smoke goes out into Hookah too, so they're gonna flash out of this and waterfall out. But 2 on the flank. You're looking at the Omen and the Fade. Fade gets spotted out. The Paranoia comes out.
Great
Fid though.
paranoia.
One gets
Oh,
none,
No, he
unfortunately.
was not able to trade off.
But
But
Eclipse is low, so this is in the favor of Team N.
30 seconds left.
And they have 20 seconds to decide what to do, or to save or plan.
Yeah, if I was Team JP Black here, I would probably opt for a save if you
Yeah.
can.
10 seconds
It's
left.
much more likely that you save than actually
enemy
win the
remaining.
round through kills or planting.
Did I
But
get
unfortunately,
inside
they
your
both fall in towards Hookah and just outside of Teleporter. And just the positioning that enemy found themselves in off of that rotate was really, really well done.
yeah, even
Pack-
with the paranoia.
Exactly.
synergize.
Pack
Oh.
pushes out towards Fountain, hears all of the footsteps. Fid teleports
That
through.
goes there.
Combine his paranoia with Fid swinging from the teleporter. It was just really well played and thought out, and it worked out in their favor because they were able to secure the round.
Yep.
Again, we're seeing heavy A presence towards mid and showers. That both Interesting snake bite. Catches Red Star for a little bit of damage. Cool Beans does fall to Kairua. Luna does catch 2 though. Hirataka gets the trade. That's a 2 for 2. The defenders do have the run it back available.
And Viper Spit gone.
Oh yeah, they actually used the Viper Spit. I was not expecting. The run it back is used, so they're gonna take that space. Let's catch 1 in the ult. But now it's a matter of can they withstand the presence of 3 of them pushing in. Eclipse falls. The Haunt catches Hirotaka. Oh my goodness! What a round!
I don't know what happened there for Viper, but
I don't think Viper or
he went
Eclipse
out this
went
Viper
out of
Spit,
this. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the. I don't know what the
I think it
combo
was.
been.
I think it was going for a
Don't use a gun.
molly
Whichever.
lineup to main. Because yeah,
He used both of his mollies though.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
while he was in the ult,
Yeah.
he used both. So I think that was just a timing blunder. I think
Yeah.
he wanted to get back into main to potentially have that fight.
yeah.
But in doing so, you just don't run out of those situations with your knife out because that's what happens. You lose a ever so important round. And now it's
Yep.
10-10. And again, the ultimates stacked on the defenders are stacked.
Here.
Kairua catches him out. Spots him out. Prowler comes out too, so they know 2 are over towards him. But they're gonna take this space anyways. Look towards Garden. On that mini map, you see 3 taking that space towards Garden. So it's probably gonna be an explosive hit here once they get there. But the Red Star on the
Missed
Phoenix
me.
does catch back, but Fid unfortunately doesn't get caught out. It doesn't matter. Fid catches 2. Had no business getting 2, but he gets 2. And he's left in hookah with Red Star back behind sight. Soul is trailblazing.
And also there was a great support of Omen Paranoia for Fade. That was a great support, Yuto.
Yeah, absolutely. That really was top notch as it secured them 2 kills essentially.
Yep.
3 members of Team JP Black are all
30
towards this
seconds left.
teleporter door.
If they TP, Cypher is up. He can get 3 for sure.
Yep, there's one, but Soul
Spike
catches
down
it.
A.
Soul catches it. That's a great catch there, as they are now left in a 3v2. 3v2 retake if this plant goes
10
down. The
seconds
flash does come out. Yuta, though, throwing whatever those satchels are. The showstopper
Last
comes
player
out.
standing.
Doesn't get a kill. Red Star does catch Soul. Red Star also catches Yuta through the box, and it's an 11-10 lead now for Team Enemy, as the lead has been swapping from both sides.
Who needs a weapon?
And we are now starting this round. It's with a heavy lean. Heavy lean again towards this B site for the attackers. It hasn't worked out quite well for them enough yet.
Nope.
It's just a matter of they're just, it's not working, and they're continuing to slam their head against the wall. They need a different strategy. They need to do a bait and switch. They need to be aggressive and take the site.
Yeah.
They need to play different angles. But these defenders just have it locked down, and they have that Nightfall yet again, with Pac getting the first
down,
pick with that operator onto Hirotaka. A massive first pick. It does get Soul as well through the smoke.
I like how Fade and Omen plays. They get early information
down.
if there's people B, and play off that for sure.
Yeah.
Yep, they're playing extremely well. Again, they're synergizing really well, using each other's util to benefit both players there. And it's just worked out really well. Luna does fall to Kairua, but Yuta gets traded by Cool Beans. And now we're left in a 4v2. 2v4 for the attackers. The snake bite comes out. What space can they
player
gather?
standing.
The Fid gets the kill on these clips.
30
Kyrua,
seconds
though,
left.
gets one. But Cool Beans through the wall gets the kill. Enemy is on
Match
point here in this last game of the day.
And they still also have 2 ultimates from Fade and Sky to use for retakes.
Yeah, the Nightfall is going to be heavily
It's-
important in
yeah.
whatever happens. It's going to be very big. You
Yep.
combo that with the Seekers, and honestly, they don't even know the Seekers are coming at them, so it's big information.
Snuff them out.
Well, I think they're leaning towards A because they have Grim ult to clear the lamps.
Absolutely. We do see the Viper orb coming out
Toxins going up.
towards this U-Haul area. They push back the Sky just enough in Luna, but is it enough to stop this push? The Crypt does get destroyed immediately. Information gained on from the Trailblazer, but Luna and Cool Beans don't care as 4
No,
members fall
it's
immediately.
It's just their game. They've been
Hirotaka gets one. Hirotaka falls, and Red
Defenders win.
Star gets the last kill of the game. That is a 13-10 win for Team Enemy. What a game. What a bounce back.
Yep.
Both teams had moments in this game where I was like, oh, if they keep snowballing, they could do this.
Yeah.
And like JP Black took their time out and they strung together like 3, 4, 5 rounds. I mean, Team Enemy right at the start of the game also did that and strung together their rounds. And they
Yeah.
just did so well as a whole. Both teams played really cohesively. And
especially Omen and
yeah,
Fade.
Omen and Fade really did play extremely
The
well
synergize.
in Enemy, and I'm excited to see if that synergy continues tomorrow, because they're gonna need it if they want to keep advancing the way that they are.
Yep. I think Enemy did a great job for sure for cleaning up their minor errors from last map.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. They used their util more. They played
Yep.
cohesively.
Yes,
they worked
for
as a
sure, yeah.
team, and they really did enough in which they secured the round and they did win. So with that being said, we are going to end today's broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been an absolute pleasure. We are going to carry on this great set of games tomorrow with some
Yes.
amazing lower bracket and upper bracket, and then we get the grand finals. So thanks again for tuning in today. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and good luck, everybody.
Yeah. Good games.
GG.
Congrats to the team that who won.